time is 12 o'clock. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The top stories. Education Minister urges students to remain on campus during nationwide protests. You did right by investing in Nigeria, Obi tells Dangote. Hunger protests. Anambra State's Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps deploys 1,190 personnel, warns protesters. Details coming up shortly. Welcome back. I am Amina Idris. The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, on Monday advised students in Nigerian universities to remain on campus during the planned nationwide protest to avoid risking their lives. The minister, through the acting executive secretary of the National Universities Commission, Chris Mayaki, made this known in a letter addressed to vice chancellors of universities. Certain activists have organized a nationwide protest slated for August 1st, 10, 2024. The planned protest has gained traction on social media, trending under the hashtags End Bad Governance, Tinubu Must Go, and Revolution 2024. The presidency and police authorities have called on you to abandon the plan. A former presidential candidate, Peter Obi, has encouraged Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, following reports of Dangote's disappointment with his investment in Nigeria. Obi's statement comes in response to recent media reports that one of Dangote's wealthy friends, who had initially discouraged him from investing in Nigeria, is mocking him due to the challenges facing his business operations. In a statement on Monday via X, Obi firmly supported Dangote's decision to invest in Nigeria. The former Anambra State governor emphasized the importance of serving humanity, acknowledging that such service often comes with challenges. Drawing from his own experiences, Obi shared personal setbacks he faced since entering public service. Obi detailed how his savings from abroad and businesses in Nigeria were either run aground or taken over by those entrusted with their management. Despite these obstacles, Obi noted that he remained optimistic about Nigeria's future. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Anambra State Command said it has deployed 1,190 officers and men ahead of the planned nationwide protest scheduled to begin on August 1st. The Anambra State Commandant of NSCDC, Mako Olatunde, stated this in Awka, the state's capital, after a meeting with other service commanders in the state. This was disclosed in a statement by the head Medical and Tactical Operations, Okadigbo Edwin, on Monday. Edwin said the command remains committed and unrelenting in maintaining law and order before, during, and after the planned protest. According to him, the deployment is in line with a marching order given to it by the Commandant General, Dr. Ahmed Audi, to stand firm as the lead agency statutorily responsible for protecting critical national assets and infrastructure. According to the statement, while 350 personnel are for the anti-sit-at-home order operations on Monday, 840 personnel are to resist all forms of violent protest and lawlessness, as well as prevent vandalism of critical national assets and infrastructure. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, fuel rises to 1,300 naira per litre as the ports run dry. Details of this and more after the break. Many depots for premium motor spirits, popularly called petrol, are currently dry, leading to fuel scarcity and attendant queues in Lagos, Ogun, parts of Abuja, Niger, and some other states across the country. According to media reports, black marketers have taken advantage of the situation, selling as high as 1,300 naira per litre and 1,500 naira per litre in parts of Lagos and Ogun states. Long queues started building up at fuel stations in Abuja and Lagos on Friday and have persisted. On Saturday, while reacting to the long queues and scarcity in some parts of the country, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited said the tightness in fuel supply and distribution was caused by a hitch in the discharge operations of a couple of vessels. According to the NNPC Chief of Corporate Communications Officer, Olufemi Soniye, the NNPC Limited wishes to state that the tightness in fuel supply and distribution witnessed in some parts of Lagos and the FCT is as a result of a hitch in the discharge operations of a couple of vessels. He added that the company is working round the clock with all stakeholders to resolve the situation and restore normalcy in the operations. However, despite the assurance by the NNPC, the situation worsened as checks showed that there are still long queues at several filling stations across the major cities. The Southern Kaduna Christian Leaders Association has said that although the region, like any other part of the country, is also experiencing hunger and harsh economic realities, it is not wise to join a protest that might be hijacked by enemies of Nigeria to cause crisis which would jeopardize the healing process in the land. Chairman of the association and vision pioneer Throne Room Trust Ministry, Kafanchan, Apostle Dr. Emmanuel Nuhu Kure, called on the youth not to participate in the planned nationwide protest, but to allow total healing of the land after suffering several attacks in the recent past. Kure made the call in an interview after a special Thanksgiving service for elected and appointed officers from Southern Kaduna by the association in collaboration with the Christian Association of Nigeria Southern Kaduna Zone held in Kafanchan. Apostle Kure appealed to the people to give the government more time to fix the decay caused by past administrations, especially now that the current government at the federal and state levels have started giving the people of Southern Kaduna hope and inclusivity in appointments and project execution. In his welcome address during the Thanksgiving service, the Vice Chairman of SKCLA and Catholic Bishop of Kafanchan Diocese, Most Reverend Julius Yakubu Kundi, explained that the program with the theme Thanksgiving and Prayers was deliberately organized to remind the elected and appointed officers from the area on the heavy moral burden they carry to represent the people. Still, you are watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Protests, Nigeria may lose 4 trillion naira. Join us in a moment as we discuss our today's topic. See you after the break. Welcome back. The Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprises, CPE, said the planned 1st to 10th August hardship protest could cost Nigeria an estimated daily loss of 400 billion naira if not properly managed. CPPE Director Muda Yusuf disclosed this in a statement on Sunday, saying the protest posed a grave danger to Nigeria's already fragile economy. According to the economic think tank group, the organizers of the planned protest should not offer a platform for elements in the country who have criminal intentions and whose agenda is to inflict pain on innocent citizens and corporate organizations and destroy public assets. It also urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government to expeditiously implement its economic stabilization plan to ease production costs and ultimately reduce inflationary pressures. The proposed nationwide protest portends grave dangers for an economy which is already in a very fragile state. The protest could inflict an estimated daily loss of 400 billion naira, resulting to 4 trillion naira if not properly managed. The consequences of such a huge loss for the country and the citizens would be very severe. There is a high risk of shutdowns and disruptions in major sectors of the economy. This includes trade and commerce, manufacturing, entertainment, transportation, logistics, financial services, the hospitality industry, agriculture, aviation, ICT, and construction sectors. This is in addition to risks to the lives and properties of innocent citizens and corporate bodies. The safety of government assets is also at risk. We cannot face a problem by promoting such negative tendencies. Over 90% of employed Nigerians are in the informal sector. Employees in this space are dependent on daily income. Joining us in a moment is Mr. Yushua Aliyu, an economist who will be analyzing today's topic. See you after the break. With me, I have Dr. Yushua Aliyu, an economist, and he will be analyzing our today's topic. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, PMB.
You're welcome. So just how much would the protests cost the country in terms of Naira and the Kobo? We've been hearing of this planned protest for a while now, so I want to ask, how much will it cost the country in terms of our currency?
So it depends on the approach and also the model the protest is taking. But conservatively, analysts are forecasting up to about 400 billion naira daily. So if you take that to be an average, conservatively, it means that the protest is going to affect all the sectors of the economy. And if that happens, the loss to recover from it will definitely be damage to the economy.
So the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, like you said, they say the process will cost the economy 4 trillion at 400 billion naira per day. How true is that?
No, like I said in the beginning, it's just a conservative. And since it is conservative, it may even be bigger than that amount.
It may be more than that, and
based on the quantum of the economy and the coverage of the economy. If you take all the sectors of the economy, this is a loss that has been projected. And if careful study is to be conducted, And if the protest will have maximum cooperation by Nigerians, it will be even greater than that. So, like I said, you don't know the value of anything until you lose it. So, and we are not praying to lose such a big amount for an economy that there is so much of poverty, there is so much of unemployment, and at the same time also there is a lot of effort by the monetary authorities to bring foreign direct investment and other investment that is helping the economy.
So the informal sector of the economy has been worse hit by subsidy removal, rising inflation and floating of the naira. Can the protests make this worse?
Yeah, so it's making it worse. If you mention subsidy, even myself today, I bought PMS above a control price of 617. So if you now quantify the liters I bought, additional price that is on top of that, definitely if you times it by the million of consumers, it's going to be a bigger loss to the informal sector, and it's going to be also a bigger loss to formal sectors generally.
So the present state of the economy is being caused by the removal of fuel subsidy and floating of the naira. Is it too late for the government to reverse these decisions?
No, reversing the decision is will cause more damage because government need time to stabilize all the forces that are used to determine prices. Because even if you now said that subsidy is reversed, definitely you cannot go to market and reverse prices of food item. Remember, you mentioned inflation, and inflation is now food inflation is above 44%. So you cannot reverse all this trend. And the only thing is that we need more efficiency in terms of distribution, like you pointed out. The PMS, which is a major determinant of prices in Nigeria, will those give maximum cooperation to Dangote so that we can begin to have our own production, so that our exchange rate can also be enhanced, so that other factors that are changing prices will be brought into control.
You said if the price of the petrol is reduced today, it will not affect the price of food in the market.
Definitely, it's not going to affect because whatever that is produced today in the market is as a result of changing prices. So you cannot just go to market and say that because PMS is now to be sold at 100 naira, you expect a bag of rice to go back to 30,000 naira instantly. So many people will still manipulate the system because most of the informal arrangement that is existing in the market, people are profiteering out of it. People are using slightest opportunity to have normal profit, and that is an important in the market. Is hit around, and people are getting used to it because of the communication industry. Some of the that is the situation is supply, but and since we have supply bottlenecks in our goods and services, you will definitely not going to affect changes instantly. The only thing that we need an efficiency in the distributing mechanism. We need the efficiency in the production lines, and we also need government to understand that we don't need much new taxes so that we can have better efficiency and better pricing.
So that means if the price of petrol is reduced, we still need price regulators to visit
No, no,
this
not
market.
just regulators. Well, we have to check supply bottlenecks. You know, when you are operating under a liberalized economy, prices are determined based on the supply and demand. So if people, their purchasing power is too low, purchasing power of people always determine how efficient market forces are. but we have a lot of factors. The people's income remains stagnant over a long period. Prices changes because of the multiplier functions. Prices changes because also important. These are several factors that will not allow price to change instantly, but and you cannot price regulatory agencies to regulate prices. The only thing is that you have to provide efficiency to have a supply in the market for whatever, and also try as much as possible not to introduce new taxes that will continue to hike prices. Remember, I have been saying temporarily that the central bank is not helping matters by raising MPR, because raising MPR is raising price, general price level. These are some of the instruments that are changing prices.
So what kind of stabilization measures should the government introduce into the economy as a matter of urgency
Now, the
to
matter of
solve
agency is
this?
just to encourage Dangote to produce PMS, and we use that same PMS in our market. Second, government should give consideration, like the waiver given for import duty exemptions, to emphasize within 150 days enough supply of paddy rice is conducted, so that we can have enough food that can challenge our teeming population and can also bring prices down. However, also there is need to control this protest by bringing out measures that will convince Nigerians, the youth, that government is ready to bring prices down, and government is also to bring about other efficient models to encourage people to have what they are consuming, especially by creating ways and means by which goods and services will reach every nook and corner of our economy.
Do you think if the government comes out to say all these things, the protest to be shelved, considering the fact that they have been
No, no.
talking but they are
Remember,
not
protest is
acting?
part of democracy, and this the protest up to now there has not been any formal meeting between the representative protest and the government. So we for government to use all the machineries available to bring out uh, considerations as far as trying to limit the extent of damage to be created by this protest. It is necessary to more than 4 protest deadline. So, but I think about it, and the efficacy or the success of the process against the economy will be limited.
So the protest representatives have not come out to have any formal meeting with the government.
No, until now you cannot identify who exactly are the leaders of the protest. But on the day of the protest, definitely there will be speeches, there will be other communication that will be coming out from the entire organization. But what I'm saying is that government has an advantage to use security intelligence connections to begin to have a dialogue with some of these leaders, even outside formal meetings, so that a lot of damages can be restrained and also controlled.
But the leaders have chosen to remain anonymous. How would the government even identify them before they have this
Government
meeting?
has 1 million models to track anything if they want to track, because there is social media, there are social media posting, and some can be traced, and even if they cannot be traced, there are international sponsors of this. They are known people, and that now me and you now on PMB we are speaking on the protest. So I see no reason why, if myself and you will be educating Nigerians on protest via technology device, I see no reason why others, like many who have bring out themselves to be known to the public, cannot be contacted.
So finally, can you foresee the results of this protest? Is it going to cause more harm than good to the economy, to Nigeria? Is it going to
No,
solve these
it's going to
highlighted
cause,
problems?
when protest is mentioned, it has stages. Even by mentioning protest, we have already started paying the price. So there is no way you underrate whatever protest that is mentioned. Like I told you, I bought PMS above government control price of 670, meaning that I have paid a cost to this protest, and many people are paying. Many people cannot go to their offices today, cannot go to their businesses today because of the impending protest. And if you check even security checkpoints that are mounted at many corners, many vehicles are breaking down. These are all addition to the cost of the protest. This is pre-protest cost. So it's going to be very hazardous to allow it to go beyond this stage, and it's going to be very large casualty. Like I told you, the estimated conservative estimate was about 400 billion daily, and to my own, I said, if the entire sectors of the economy, the agri, the manufacturing, the oil, the media, and the rest will be computed, the figure will be above that. So it's going to be catastrophic.
Wow. Thank you very much for joining us on the program today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There has been Dr. Yusra Aliyu, an economist. Thank you for joining us. And that will be the size of the bulletin for today. I am Idris Amina. See you shortly.